Let E&F Roofing see what they can find and how much you can save by using someone local, someone who cares, right here in the River Valley.
Go Cyclones. Each week, the Cyclone coaches and players prepare a game plan so they can compete and win against their opponent. Without a game plan, there is very little chance of winning. In all areas of life, we must have a game plan if we expect to win. Hi, I'm Mike Giroux with Giroux & Associates, and we'd like to help you put together a plan to protect you and your family from life's uncertainties. Whether it's life insurance, disability insurance, or dental and vision insurance, we're here to help you. Call us for an appointment today at 479-857-2810. And together, let's put together a winning plan. And go Cyclones.
Welcome back to Vilonia High School. The senior boys, Cyclones, 3-1 in conference play. They're in a three-way tie for first place with Greenbrier and also Alma. They lost to one and they beat one. Cyclones have actually played very well since they started conference play. Their loss to Greenbrier, remember, was 71-67, a 4-point loss, and it was an overtime. Since then, the Cyclones have won the last three. They defeated Greenwood at Cyclone Arena by 6 points, defeated Beebe by 6 points, 48-42. It was, I don't want to say sloppy is the wrong word. They struggled, sure. It was ugly games. And then Russell played a beautiful game after trailing 17-2 against Alma. Came back, took the lead before halftime, just before halftime. And they led by 5 points at a half, led by 20 points after three. Ended up winning that game 70-57, a 13-point victory for the Cyclones. They were led by Bowen Mathis, who had 26 points in that game, including 7 3-pointers. 16 points for Ryan Sikowski, 12 points for Trey Allen, who fouled out, and 11 points for Cade Schaefer. Russell seems to be using quite a few players in the first half. But in the second half, then they're playing about 5, 6, maybe 7 guys. So they're settling in, seeing who's got the hot hand. I don't know if that's been Coach Pinkin's strategy, but it seems like that's what's been happening for their ball game. So Russellville, tough. It's always tough to go on the road, but Vilonia, very tough. A team, and they want to check their schedule. I had it pulled up here. Give me just a second. They're 2-2 in conference play, and they started off a conference play losing to Alma just by 12. They blew out Beebe by 39 points, 64-23. Then they blew out Greenwood at Greenwood 60-34. Lost to Greenbrier by 12, 69-57. So they're coming off that loss. They're 2-2 in conference, 9-9 overall. Russellville Cyclones getting introduced first, wearing their road red uniforms and red shooting tops. They have black and white trim for the Cyclones. They will start off with a 6-foot junior, number 5, Cade Schaefer, a 6'2 senior, number 10, Bowen Mathis, number 12, the 6'4 junior, Ryan Sikowski, Grant Smith, the 6'4 junior, wearing number 20, and the super sophomore, 6-foot sophomore, number 21, Trey Allen. Russellville is coached by Kyle Pennington, assisted by Shelby Lewis. The Cyclones 11-5 overall, 3-1 in conference play. For Vilonia, they will start off with number 2, Josh Albat. He's a 6'1 senior. Number 3, Tyler Moran. He's a 6'2 junior. Number 4, Landon Hill, 6'1 junior. And number 20, Trey Kelly. He's a 6'4 senior. He's their tallest guy on the floor. And the number 32, Caleb Barrow, 6'1 senior for Vilonia. They're coached by Jeremy Simon, 9-9 overall, 2-2 in conference play. We're going to take a 60-second break. We come back. We'll have a tip-off for you. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Steakhouse off Main Street in Russellville. Bring a Steakhouse, very proud to be sponsoring local sports right here in the River Valley with a commitment to community and a commitment to great service and a great dining experience, not to mention the best cuts of meat. They have prime cuts, which is even better than choice. Check out the sirloin, especially. Best sirloin, in my opinion, in the River Valley, possibly the world. Bring a Steakhouse in Russellville, help making possible the broadcast of our local athletics in the River Valley.
Do you ever look at those beautifully decorated homes and rooms online and wonder, how do they do it? Whether it's one room or your whole house that needs a makeover, come by 2011 East Parkway Drive and let Janice and Parkway Furniture show you what your home could look like with quality brands like Mayo and Flex Steel and tons of different colored fabrics and patterns, plus unique furniture that can match what you already have in your home or totally transform your living space. Come by 2011 East Parkway Drive in Russellville or phone 890-9059 for free consultation.
we're ready for action as the Cyclones will be going away from us to our right, sitting opposite the benches. Vilonia seemed to win the toss, but it's actually picked up by Mo Mathis. Layup good. Wow.
Yeah, going to a Vilonia player, and he just ran in there and intercepted the ball.
Yeah, they actually tipped it, but straight to Mathis. That caught him snoozing a little bit. They caught Russell snoozing, a blocked layup, but they get the rebound. Trey Kelly puts it up and in. Say they caught us snoozing. Not really. I mean, they did beat our press down the floor. Boy, electric crowd here cheering on the Eagles of Vilonia. The student section is right next to where the Cyclones are shooting, opposite of Vilonia's bench. Cade Schaefer slowing it up. Left side, Trey Allen. He lets people circle back around. Cross-court pass comes to Mathis. Gives it off to Allen. They're in the zone defense. Bounce pass down low to Sikowski. Putting it up and in. Well, if you want to talk about a power shot, that's exactly what that looked like. Double team. Here's a little give and go, and looked like they got away with a travel. Ball lost out of bounds. It belongs to Russell anyway. And I'm guessing they're saying Caleb Barrow never actually had it. That's why they didn't call the travel. They're going to press Russellville. First time. This time they just defended once Russellville inbounded the pass, off the inbounds pass, and then they stop. Russellville leads it 4-2 early. Here's Sikowski taking it all the way, and now whistle and a foul, and they're going to call a charge. And I tell you, they undercut Sikowski a little bit on that one, and he is slow to get up. He's hobbling on that right knee. That was not a charge.
No, it wasn't.
He was up in the air and they undercut him. He's going to stay in the game, but he's bothered quite a bit on that. That was not a good call. It wasn't set. 4-2 is a lead though for the Cyclones. Here's a drive, a block shot by Sikowski, and Allen gets the rebound. Trey is going to push up the floor. They had a man down briefly. He's back up. It's 5-on-4. Underhanded flip to Mathis. Shields his man, steps sideways, three-pointer, won't go as it hits the rim and then it goes over the backboard. Frantic pace early on, and Vilonia wants to do this. Russellville's more than happy to oblige. We saw Alma want to play this way, and Russellville stood with him. Ball deflected out of bounds off the inbounds pass, and they hollered. The student section just said something to Bo Mathis, and he had something to say back. He just nodded his head. He goes, yep. And now Vilonia can't get the ball in bounds. They're going to have to use a timeout.
Oh, that's bad for Vilonia.
Yeah. 6:29 left to play. First quarter early going. Russellville leads at 4-2. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball in River Country, KCJC.
How many times have you had to go without your air unit when you needed it most? Your family's freezing or sweating, and they look to you for relief. You call someone, and they say it's going to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Do you really feel like you have a choice? Well, now you do. Call Tony at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 for a free second opinion from a guy you can trust to take care of you and your family and get that unit running without all the extra charges. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
A little bit late coming out of the break. They just beat Russellville's press down the floor, got a layup, and got fouled. We're all tied 4-4. Number 20, Trey Kelly, getting the layup. Grant Smith whistled for the foul.
Well, I'll keep saying this probably till the end of the season, but anytime you're going to foul underneath, make sure they don't make that basket.
Free throw is good. Sometimes you can't really control that, though. You don't know what's going to be a foul. Off the inbounds pass. Schaefer caught it, gets it to Allen. Cade Schaefer going to cross the timeline here. Double team, gets it to Grant Smith. He'll reverse it around. Allen open, three-pointer, good. Trey Allen knocks down the three. The Cyclones lead at 7-5 with that made three by Allen. With the basketball is Moran back near the half-court line. Gets it ahead to Albert. He'll use a screen, bounce pass in the corner. Hill, three-pointer is good by Landon Hill. Long pass down the floor, trying to go Sikowski. He saves it in bounds, but straight to Vilonia. Never had a chance at it. Going back the other direction. And they throw it out of bounds. The player, number 32, Caleb Barrow, was standing out of bounds. He didn't realize it. He caught the pass, ready for a layup, but, I mean, both feet were out of bounds. See?
Yeah.
He thought the basketball floor was 95 feet instead of 94.
Good call by the official.
Russell Russell trailing 8-7 here, 5.5 to go, first quarter. Slowing down just a little bit. Schaefer gets it on the right side, Mathis. They're going to leave him open. He's going to shoot the three, no good. Grant Smith tips it into the bench, and it'll belong to Vilonia. And now we have some substitutions. Sikowski's going to get checked out, and they're going to take a look at his knee. He played with it for a little while. Number 11, Savion Brock, the 6'6 sophomore, checks in. They get the ball in the front court. They double team Kelly. He split the double team. We're going to get a reach-in foul called on Grant Smith, and that'll be his second.
Don't think Grant really agreed with that foul.
Number 32, Caleb Barrow, will inbound it near half court, just near us, and Grant Smith is going to check out of the game. Number 22, Bryson Kordsmeyer, will check in for him, 6'2 senior. And Grant may be sitting for a little while as they go inbounds pass to the back court to Moran. Get it to the high post, a little give and go again. Same play, open corner, but this time they don't hit the three. On the backside rebound is Schaefer. Here comes Cade. Pass ahead to Savion Brock, stops on the right side and missed the shot. And Vilonia has it. They're going to push it up the floor. It's a 1-on-2. Got away with a travel, and now the second time they don't get away with the travel. Number 4, Landon Hill, got away with the travel, but Owlbat did not. Long pass down the floor for Russell, trying to catch Vilonia napping. Allen, three-pointer, no good. And it goes off the hands of Morant. No, it goes off the hands of Russell, they say. Caleb Barrow touched it, but they say Kordsmeyer touched it after him. And they give it over to Vilonia. Russell trails by a point. 4:43 left to play here in the first quarter. 8-7 our score. Cross-court pass in the front court to Tyler Moran. He's on the left wing. Gets it in the corner, left corner to Barrow. Back to Moran. 4.5 to go. Bo Mathis is the one guarding Moran. He backs it near a half-court stripe. And now on his drive, pull-up jumper from 15 is good. Tyler Moran hit that shot, and they have a three-point lead, 10-7. Well, I'm sure they know about Russell beating Alma. So far, they're not intimidated by the Cyclones. And now we have a whistle, and a hand check foul is going to be called. And the first foul called on Vilonia. About time. I was waiting for you to bring up the fact it was 3-0 in fouls.
Well, I was going to be easy on the referees. They've done a good job so far tonight. Who was that on, 32?
I don't know. It is on number 32, Barrow. That's his first, obviously, if it's the first foul called on Vilonia. In the corner to Mathis. They double team him. As soon as he caught the ball, he threw it right back. They go back to Mathis now on the baseline to Allen. Nice interior passing, but it goes off the hands of Brock. Went to Kordsmeyer to Brock, and it was too hot to handle for him, or just took his eye off of it. Brock's one of those that can stand and dunk it. Maybe that's what he was getting ready for. 10-7 our score. Vilonia leading with 3:42 left to play here in the first quarter. Bounce pass down low. Another bounce pass. Wide open. Caleb Barrow cutting the basket. Well, it's pretty to watch, but you don't want to see it if you're a Cyclone fan. Cade Schaefer will bring it in the front court for Russellville. On the right wing. There with a 1-3-1 defense that sometimes gives the Cyclones problems. Kordsmeyer on the left wing needs some help. Gets it to Schaefer. He's still on the left side. Kordsmeyer fakes the three. He's going to take it baseline. Double team. Finds a wide open Allen. They reverse it around. Mathis, three-pointer. Good. Oh, Mathis got the first basket of the game. Here the other side. They caught Russell napping once again. Albat with a layup before he can even say anything. And now let's see what do we have. I don't know why they stopped the play there.
Oh, and they said Russell needed to officially take it out.
No, they didn't. Vilonia thinks it's their ball. They thought that Russell stepped across the line. That was not the call. I don't know what the call was, because you don't have to have an official touch it after a made basket.
No.
Vilonia thought that they stepped across, and so now they're trying to bring people back. They thought it was going to be their ball, so they put their entire team in there. Well, Russell hit a three, gives up a layup. They trail 14-10. Under 3 minutes, we're back to action now as Rhino's back in the game. Sikowski replaces Savion Brock. Kordsmeyer on the left wing does not have the basketball. They're going to throw it in the corner to a wide open Bo Mathis. Three-pointer, no good, but he fouls his own shot. Hit in the head, no call. Goes back up, no call. Tipped, kept alive by Rhino. Nice little move on the right block. Baby hook shot falls through. and he gets the foul call.
That is a beautiful shot, that little jump hook.
Yeah, he caught it, and a little baby hook shot. It rattled, bopped straight up in the air, and then straight through. And that foul's going to be on number 1, Trey Kelly, and it'll give Rhino a chance to go for the three-point play. It's the first free throw shot by Russell tonight, and he makes it. And Russell within a point, 14-13. 2:36 left to play in the first quarter. A little give and go. Russell trailing the play. Mathis knocks it away, and it goes into the waiting arms of Bryson Korsmeyer. Ahead to Schaefer. Double teamed, right side. Gets to the Mathis. Back to Cade. Open three-pointer. No good. Korsmeyer tips it out. We're going to get a foul called going the other direction. This one's going to be on Bryson. He gets the tall foul over the back. It's going to be his first and the 14th foul on the Cyclones. Vilonia will inbound it in the backcourt. Russell going to keep the pressure on just as long as we can get back. They've thrown it behind us a couple times and caught us on a dead run once. This time they beat us down the floor, ball knocked away, but it's picked up in the front court by Kelly. He's going to make a nice little move. Shot blocked by Rhino, but we're going to get a foul called on Sikowski. That'll be his second. And that's the 5th team foul on the Cyclones. Russell getting in foul trouble a little bit. That's 2 on Sikowski. Grant Smith has been sitting with 2. It's okay to have 5 fouls. We want to spread them around a little bit. So he does not get credit with that block. Kelly gets the first free throw. Savion Brock will replace Sikowski, who may have to sit for a little bit. Trey Allen will check out of the basketball game. And in for him, 5'10 junior Spencer Terry. Second free throw, no good. Out of bounds. Last touch by Vilonia.
I'd have to disagree with that call.
15.
Bryson had it, and it knocked out of his hands.
15-13 our score. Vilonia leading. They'll inbound it on the right baseline. Landon Hill throws it to the right elbow. Albert back out. Three-pointer by Moran. This one in and out, but Vilonia gets the rebound. Pump fake. Shot blocked by Savion Brock, and they're going to call that goaltending. And so give the basket to Moran, I believe. Was that Moran on the shot?
I guess it was.
Yeah, it was Albat. Sorry about that. So it's a 4-point lead for Vilonia. Korsmeyer skies to catch that pass. It was a little high, almost went out of bounds. Terry gets it to Schaefer on the left wing. On the baseline, but 18 feet away is Savion Brock. Little give and go. No, they give it to Korsmeyer. His drive to the basket and knock the shot down, and 2 whistles. They're both going to get the foul called. And do they count the basket? No, they're going to say it was on the floor. And Russell going to inbound on the left baseline, but not before we have a substitutions coming in for Vilonia. That on Albert, that's his first. Austin Kuntz, 6'4 junior, checks in. Off the inbounds play, here's a three-pointer missed by Mathis. Brock got the rebound. He comes down on Mathis's foot. Mathis is hobbling a little bit. Russell maintains possession. Mathis is hobbling on that left foot. He catches it. He's going to try to go baseline. His pocket picked, and I'm telling you, he's hurting, guys. Vilonia has it, going the other direction. They throw it into the corner. Three-pointer on the way. In and out, no good. But there with the rebound is Kelly. Little baby hook shot by him, no good. Battle for it, comes right back to him. Shot up, partially blocked by Korsmeyer. And whistle, and a foul's going to be called on Vilonia. And Mathis, boy, he was battling for that rebound, but he is still, it looks like he's rolled his ankle or he came down on somebody's foot. You know, if you play basketball long enough, that's going to happen. But you just hurt with him as he's walking. That foul called on Trey Kelly, his second. The Cyclones trailing 17-13 with 1:03 left to play here in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Schaefer from the corner. Rolls out, and down and back in, just rolling around the rim with the rebound as Barrow. Tyler Moran brings it across the timeline. Cyclones in this first quarter have 5 fouls, 2 on the 2 big men, Grant Smith and Sikowski. Cyclone fans want to push off on Tyler Moran, didn't get the call.
But he definitely pushed Schaefer off.
Yeah, they were down here to our left, hollering at the official on that one. Kuntz with it on the left side, starting his dribble, but still behind the three-point line. 24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that's why we have a slower pace as Vilonia's playing for 1 shot. with the basketball is Tyler Moran. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. He's starting his drive down the right side. A little push-off, doesn't get the call, but he lost it going up, and Kordsmeyer gets the rebound, checks the clock with 2 seconds. He throws it, and they grabbed his arm, and they say he got part of the ball. That should have been a foul on the long half-court, beyond half-court shot, but doesn't get it. All right, the filmer right next to us yelled, that's a foul. And, hey, we struggled that first quarter a little bit, but only trailed by 4. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Are you in need of an overhead? Do you have a door that jams or needs repair? Then turn to the River Valley's most trusted garage door professionals, Windsor Overhead Door. In business since 1974, they've served the Russellville area from their current location on Modesto Street for more than 25 years. When it comes to installation, service, and repair, you need to be coming to Windsor Overhead Door. Call them today if you have some questions, 968-6642. Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding, special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
Welcome back to Cyclones trail 17-13 after 1 quarter play. Starting the second quarter, Vilonia has the basketball. Russellville will put on the floor Bryson Kordsmeyer, Bowen Mathis, Cade Schaefer, Savion Brock, and Spencer Terry. Frantic first pace for most of that first quarter until about the last minute and a half. Foul starting to mount up on the wrong people for Russellville. Sikowski with 2 on the bench, Grant Smith with 2 on the bench. Here's a pull-up jumper from 15. Tyler Moran knocked it down. He's got 4 points, and it's Vilonia's largest lead at 6, 19-13. Spencer Terry backs away on the left wing, gets it on the right side to Kordsmeyer, throws it in the corner to Schaefer. Started his drive, they reverse it back around, now back on the left wing to Mathis. Gets it inside to Kordsmeyer, no-look pass, Cade Schaefer. Cade Schaefer, three-pointer is good. It's Cade's first basket, and it cuts the Vilonia lead in half. Now 19-16, early second quarter, Cyclones trailing.
That's a pretty shot by Schaefer on that point.
Popping free is number 24, Corbin Watson. He's a 6'3 junior, immediately gave it up. A little give and go and with a Barrow, and Barrow hits the layup. And flashing down the middle, coming off a screen, it's a 5-point lead for Vilonia. Movement without the basketball. That's the way Barrow got free and wide open down the middle of the lane. 6:43 left in the first half. Mathis faking the 3. Will stutter step his way into the lane. Throws it back out. Cade Schaefer, left wing. 3-pointer, no good. Backside rebound for Vilonia. They want to push it up the floor. This is Kuntz, and let's see. Carrying is going to be the call, and everybody in the house saw that one. 21.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious what he did. He was trying to get to that basket and just carried the ball and went about as high as his head.
21-16 our score. They leave Terry open. I don't think he realized how open he was. He gives it back to Cade Schaefer. Bounce pass on the baseline to Brock, but he's about 18 feet away, so a throw it back out on the left wing. Russell going to work the ball around. Here's a no-look pass to Terry. He gives it up to Mathis. Now in the corner to Cade Schaefer. Attacking, double team, throws it back out to the top of the key. And Mathis catches it. Russell will reset their offense. Cade Schaefer with it on the left wing. Cross-court pass, Kordsmeyer fakes the 3 in the lane. 10-footer won't get the bounce. The rebound's controlled by Tyler Moran. He's going to start like a house of fire in the front court. Throws it, almost threw it away, but Barrow there to pick it up, takes it all the way, and he traveled. That's an easy call there. He took 2 steps, but on the second step, he drug his pivot foot. He was dragging his right foot's got to stay up in the air, obviously, and that's why the travel. Trey Allen, Grant Smith, and Ryan Sikowski check back in, replacing Terry, Savion Brock, and Bryson Kordsmeyer. And you got to be careful because 2 of these guys have 2 fouls. But Coach Pennington feels like he needs them in there right now. Here's a catch-and-shoot 3-pointer, no good by Mathis, but he gets his own rebound, and he's going to be fouled on the rebound. I don't know, frustration foul there on Kuntz. He just reached in as Mathis was coming down with it, and Mathis really wasn't looking to shoot or anything.
All these young players need to watch that because Mathis, that's twice now he's followed his shot and got the rebound.
Get the ball inbounds. Sikowski working his way on the baseline. Kisses one off the glass and in. 7 points for Rhino. See why you need him in there. We just need him to, don't get anywhere near getting a foul called on your defensive side. Let's play 5-on-4 if we have to, but we got to keep him in the game. Russell trails by 3, 21-18. 5:13 left to play in the first half. Tyler Moran, number 3, gives it up. They work it around the left wing eventually to Josh Albat, who has 4 points. He drives against Grant Smith and layup good. And poor Grant, not a whole lot he can do. He doesn't want to pick up his 3rd foul. He's got to give as much ground as he can. Pass down the floor to Sikowski, too far underneath the basket. He throws it, and it was caught by Vilonia, and they fell out of bounds before they could save it inbounds. Smart play by Moran. He didn't want to save it inbounds underneath Russell's basket, so he just sort of kept it as he was in the air. Trey Allen marking signals on the left baseline. He'll be the trigger man. They're going to move him out closer to the corner there. Bounce pass inbounded to Mathis. Grant Smith has it behind the three-point line. Gets it to Schaefer. Try to get him open for a screen. Wasn't there. They use a screen to get him open there, and then back to Mathis. Three-pointer won't go. With the rebound is Kuntz. He turns around and gives it up to Tyler Moran. In the front court, Barrow. They tried to go with a give and go there, and it was lost and picked up by Trey Allen. Coming back the other direction, layup block, gets it back and puts it up and in. And almost like, go ahead.
Go ahead. Good play by Trey. Didn't get excited after he got this shot block, stayed with it, got the rebound, went right back up.
I don't think it was a shot. I think he was going up to try to pass it and lost it, and it got blocked right back into his hands. Back the other direction, here's a foul called on Russellville. Yeah, Allen, it's almost like he lost it going up. He got blocked. He was able to get it back, gather himself, put it up and in. We're going to get a foul called on Russellville as the Cyclones trail by 3 here, 23-20. And is that going to? That's going to be on number 21, Trey Allen. I saw 1 and 2, and I thought Sikowski, and I thought, oh, dear, he just picked up his 3rd. That's number 1 on Trey. A free throw is no good by Corbin Watson. 4:06 left to play in the first half. Cyclones trailing 23-20. Second free throw by Vilonia. This one is good. He makes 1 of 2, and it's a 4-point lead for the Eagles. Vilonia not pressuring, so Russellville gets it up the court unmolested. Allen waves Grant Smith down. He wants to take the left wing and get over on the right wing to Schaefer. Cade backs it back out, and Vilonia switched to a man-to-man defense. Sikowski takes it left side. Spin move in the lane, double team, and he's going to be fouled. And if they don't call the foul, he got his rebound and put it back up and in. So maybe the Eagles okay with that foul. And that's going to be on Austin Kuntz, his 2nd. And the 16th foul on Vilonia. They finally caught back up with Russellville on fouls, but we've got him on the wrong guys. Rhino going to shoot 2 here. He's got 7 points in the game. 3:44 left in the first half. First free throw is no good. That's all right, Rhino. Just go ahead and settle down, knock this one down. He's getting a brief little break as they made a substitution. Landon Hill back in for the Eagles. Second free throw is good. Sometimes that's what you need, just a chance to get your breath. Russell still going to pressure in the backcourt. Long pass ahead. It's 2-on-1. Layup is good. They've beaten Russell's press now 3 times for layups. We've got to get back quicker. 3:30 left in the first half. Russellville trails by 5, 26-21. Schaefer caught the basketball on the left wing, turned and looked at Coach Pennington. See what we were running here. They give it off to Trey Allen. He drives, throws it to the left elbow to Sikowski. And behind him, Mathis was calling for it. Back to Rhino just inside the three-point line on left side. Starts his drive the baseline, draws out 2 people. Grant Smith has it. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, and let's see. We're going to get a foul called on Allen. He just lost his footing, and he fell into Tyler Moran, who did not have the basketball anyway, but they're going to get the foul called on Trey. He's lost his balance.
That's 3 people. We've got 2 fouls on Rhino, Grant Smith, and Trey Allen.
Into the game for the first time for Russellville, Caleb Franklin, number 0. He's a 6-foot junior, and Grant Smith will check out of the game. He's one of the guys with 2. Staying on the floor is Allen and Sikowski with 2. 3:06 left in the first half. The 1-and-1 is knocked down, so they get the bonus. That's Tyler Moran, his first trip to the free throw line. He's got 5 points tonight. Russellville trails 27-21. Second free throw is good. 6 points for Moran. Russell trails by 7. Rhino at the top of the key. Bounce pass on the left side to Cade. Back on the right side of Franklin. Just playing catch on the right wing, left wing as they switch back to a zone, but a different look. Russell going into the teeth of that zone to Trey Allen. Nice bounce pass to Caleb Franklin, but he missed the layup. Russell got what they wanted, but couldn't finish the deal. Landon Hill in the front court. 2:37 left in the first half. Gives it off to Tyler Moran, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Cade Schaefer. It'll be his first. Tough call there. It's out near midcourt. And it'll be the 1-and-1 for Moran, who's 2 of 2 from the free throw line.
Man, I can't believe the free shots they're shooting, and we've only shot 3.
First free throw is good, so Aaron's a bonus.
And that's their 8th one.
Moran with 7 points here in this first half. And second free throw doesn't get the bounce. Trey Allen in the front court. Russell trails by 8. They kicked the ball by Vilonia. So Russell will inbound it on the far side. Caleb Franklin inbounds on the far side. Gets it to Cade Schaefer. And he dribbles inside and hits the 10-footer. Really bad acting job by Tyler Moran trying to draw a charge call. He just jumped backwards and didn't get the call, and he gave up the 10-footer to Schaefer. Schaefer's got 5. Russell trails by 6. Here's Moran. Now here comes the double team. They get it on the right side to Hill. On the baseline, but near the three-point line is Corbin Watson. He's not a threat to shoot it out from there. They work it back near half court. Moran gives it up to Hill. Caleb Franklin on him. Russell in the face of the ball.
Oh.
And we're going to get a foul called on Franklin. I'm going to say Russell is in the face of whoever's got the basketball, and that's going to be on Caleb Franklin. That'll be his first. And 1-and-1 as that's a 9th team foul called on the Cyclones. Coach Pennington talking over the official. Very calmly, though.
Yeah, because he, I believe that Vilonia player pushed Franklin away.
Free throw is good, so he earns a bonus. Well, they haven't missed much. 2 missed free throws for them in the first half. They actually haven't hit very much here in the second half, except for the free throws. Second free throw, no good. Mathis getting the rebound for Russellville. Gives it off to Allen. Trey in the front court on the right wing. Russellville trails by 7 here, 30-23, with a minute and a half left to go in the basketball game. I'm sorry, in the first half, not the basketball game. We got plenty of time. Russellville tried to go inside, but it was tipped out of bounds by Josh Albat. As Cade trying to bounce pass to get it to Sikowski on the block. And you're a little bit cold from outside. Work it inside. Get as close as you can. Sikowski open. They get it to him on the left baseline. And now let's see. Oh, they call the charge. Come on.
Oh, my goodness.
It looked like the official signaled charge, and then he stopped. And I thought he was changing his call. And he stopped in mid and didn't actually finish the motion, but he just gave Rhino his 3rd foul.
That tells me the official was confused.
Yeah.
He thought he made the wrong call.
Yeah. And it's almost like he was looking for somebody to help him out. He started to signal charge, and then he stopped and did not. And we thought he was changing his call. So that's number 3 on Sikowski, and he goes and sits down here with a minute 15 left. Russellville trailing by 7. Into the corner is Hill. Gets it on the left wing, and they're going to dribble back out. Barrow does, and he gives it up to Moran. Now a blocking foul is going to be called on Trey Allen.
That's his
trying
3rd.
to take a charge. Yeah, look at this. Trey Allen with 3, Sikowski with 3, Grant Smith with 2. Fouls mounting up. That's number 10 on the Cyclones, and we get 2 double bonus here for Vilonia. I hate that too because they're a pretty good free throw shooting team.
Well, Russellville's got some tough calls tonight.
had delay because an official's on the far side. He's got a towel wiping off perspiration as the free throw being shot. Moran misses it. And now Trey Allen will check out with 3 fouls. Spencer Terry in for him. Terry going to get off the lane. He'll be back deep for Russellville. Russellville 4 players in the lane, and Vilonia does not stand there. And free throw is good. Moran hits 1 of 2. Hits the second. Their lead is 8 once again. Schaefer in the front court gets it to Caleb Franklin. His layup no good. He drove nicely. Couldn't get the layup call. And Vilonia with a basketball. 46 seconds left in this first half. Cyclones trailing by 8. Going to throw it out. Faking the 3 is Moran. Back up top. You know, running their offense, but probably not in a hurry to shoot here. I think they're content with going up 8 at worst. Tyler Moran work against Franklin. Gets far enough away to stop the 5-second count. Gets it off on the far right side to Barrow. And they're letting Barrow do whatever he wants around the half-court circle. 13 seconds to shoot. He'll drive around Cade Schaefer. Gets it on the right side to Watson. Pull-up jumper won't go. And they get the rebound with 6 seconds. It's taken away by Cade Schaefer, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Barrow. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think that was a foul. However, I thought he went over the back. So I think they let that one go and then made that call. Sort of a makeup call. And this will be Russell's first 1-and-1. We'll walk it to the other end with 4.3 seconds left. But I think they missed that one, the over the back, but that was not much of a reach-in foul on Barrow. Looked like he actually reached and missed and then fell down. Vilonia going to empty the bench with some new players. They don't want to get a cheap foul. Graham Middleton, the 6'6 sophomore who has not been in the game, replaces Josh Albat. Trey Kelly back in for the Eagles. Maybe he's going to throw it the length of the floor. They think if he's going to make this free throw. And he does, so he earns the bonus. Cade with 6 points here in this first half. Russellville trails by 7 here with 4.3 seconds left. And Russellville doesn't have anybody on the lane. The second free throw is good. But they're going to pressure in the backcourt. Vilonia has it on the right wing. Pull-up jumper on the buzzer. It's an air ball. We've come to the end of the first half with our score. The Eagles 31 and the Cyclones 25. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball in River Country, KCJC.
With a little help from First State Bank, Nikki Graybill opens Soul to Soul Yoga in downtown Russellville. Every day, she helps people make it flexible, and we make it personal. With the latest online banking, financial products, and convenience you can count on. Every transaction, every interaction, every customer, every day. First State Bank, member FDIC. Stop by and see us, or visit fsbmybank.com.
Title insurance helps to protect your property from persons saying they own a part of it. You need to protect the biggest purchase and most valuable asset in your lifetime. Kearns Abstract, serving Johnson County for 40 years, now comes to Pope and Logan counties. Kearns Abstract is now open in Russellville. They can serve your needs for title, closings, and mineral searches in Russellville and all of Pope and now Logan County. Call them today at 755-4755. Kearns Abstract, 501 East B Street, Russellville, serving Johnson, Logan, and Pope counties.
Richard Roberts with Cogswell Motors. Kick off 2019 in a new vehicle. We still have a few new 2018 year models in stock at the absolute lowest prices you'll find. Shop from the River Valley's largest selection of new Ford, Lincolns, and Mazdas. You can count on Cogswell Motors for the best prices and customer service. Visit us at 1900 East Main in Russellville or online at cogswellmotors.com.
Hi, this is Todd Mermersdorf with Centennial Bank. If you're looking for the right bank or banker, it can be a tough task. Who can you trust? Let us give you a relationship review. Stop by any of our 7 local branches for more information. You will find that we make local loan decisions. We offer some of the latest technology for our deposit customers. We invest in our local communities through schools and nonprofit organizations with our marketing dollars. You've most likely eaten a hamburger with us at a community cookout or worked alongside us at a charity event. Centennial Bank values what you value, a relationship. In fact, your relationship with Centennial Bank is our greatest asset. It's what we strive to protect and strengthen every day with our decisions, our products, and our commitment to our community. At Centennial Bank, we want to help you find what you believe is valuable. Please contact myself or any of our bankers to start building that relationship. Centennial Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 564245.
KCJC, Darknell, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country.
KCJC.
Welcome back to Vilonia High School. The Cyclones trailing 31-35, and since halftime started, Coach Pennington is still outside the locker room with all three of his assistant coaches and talking about first half, probably talking over what they want to do, get ready for the second half. One of the things he's got to do is these guys bounce the foul. I mean, the fouls called on Russellville has been really tough. Sikowski with 3, Allen with 3, Grant Smith with 2, and it looks like Russell's going to have to play a little bit of the second half with almost one hand tied behind their back.
Well, you got Vilonia shooting 8 of 13. Now, 13 shots they got from free throws, where Russellville's only 4 or 5. 5 shots. Now, you can't. There has to be a difference there. As fast and as aggressive as Vilonia plays, they have to be fouling. And we're just not getting the calls right now. 3-point shots haven't hurt us. Vilonia's only 1 of 3. We're 3 of 11. What has hurt Russellville is the baskets underneath the goal. We're allowing Vilonia to get too many baskets underneath their goal. They're getting in position, putting themselves between the basket and the Russellville player. They're killing us on fast breaks, and they're getting easy baskets underneath. That's what's hurt Russellville.
Yeah, they're playing fast too, and we saw Alma get a couple of quick, easy baskets, and Vilonia is able to do that. Russellville made the adjustments in the second quarter against Alma, and I'm sure we'll make some adjustments here to try to get that rectified. But as of right now, is if you just looked at the first half and didn't look at the scoreboard, you almost feel fortunate to only be down 6 right now.
Oh, yeah.
Russellville trails 31-25. The Lady Cyclones lost to 1 to Vilonia, who remained undefeated in conference. We do want to remind you that both teams will be at home at Cyclone Arena on Tuesday as they host Siloam Springs. We'd love to see that place filled up. Well, you missed a good one if in the boys' game if you missed Tuesday night. You missed a blowout win by the Lady Cyclones, and then senior boys with a great comeback victory there against the Airedales. We're going to take a break. We come back, we'll have the scoring summary of the first half. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Hi, this is Carrie Holland at Best Rod in Russellville. At Best Rod, we know if you've had some credit challenges in the past, sometimes it seems like you don't have a lot of choices. Best Rod is the right choice for you. We offer 9.5% interest on all loans. We report credit to help rebuild what you've lost. We want to help you get back on track. We offer 24-month or 24,000-mile service contracts with no deductible when maintenance is needed. We help with sales tax. We offer gap coverage and give free oil changes through the length of the contract. Best Rod has a lower interest rate and a better service contract than most buy here, pay here dealerships. We are the right choice. Come see us at 621 South Knoxville in Russellville.
For over 70 years, Old South Restaurant at 1330 East Main Street in Russellville has been faithfully serving the River Valley. Whether it's starting your day with a good old-fashioned breakfast or helping you make it through the workday with a hearty home-style lunch, and of course serving your family with a dinner that would even make your mama proud. Old South Restaurants on Main Street in Russellville. We're here for you.
We're here for you, so come on by Old South.
Corey Beeson and the folks at Beeson Roofing Solutions are proud to support local sports in the River Valley. And they also want to say a special thank you to all their loyal customers and the community for their business. So if you have a problem with your roof, whether it be on your home or business, visit BeesonRoofing.com to see their work or call 967-2288 to schedule a free estimate or second opinion today from your local roofing experts, Beeson Roofing Solutions.
Arkansas, tire and auto service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different, we're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional is fast, see what we mean. Arkansas, tire and auto service, we're more than just tires.
Arkansas Shaw Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
It's supposed to get down to below freezing on Sunday. You wouldn't know it. If you're cold, you need to come to Vilonia Gym. Man, they don't believe in air conditioning or any kind of air moving through here. It's hot and sticky in here. And Russellville in a tough spot themselves as they trail 31-25 at halftime. Russellville was led by Sikowski, even with the 3 fouls, even with the limited action. He has 8 points in that first half. 7 points for Cade Schaefer and 5 points each for Trey Allen and Bo Mathis. That was the only players that scored for the Cyclones. So mentioned it before, mentioned it again. Sikowski and Trey Allen each with 3 personal fouls, 2 fouls on Grant Smith. Those are the Cyclones that are in some serious foul trouble. Vilonia was led by Tyler Moran. He had 8 points, 4 from the free throw line and 4 from the field. 7 points for Josh Albat, 6 points for Trey Kelly, and 4 points for Caleb Barrow, 3 for Corbin Watson, and 3 for Landon Hill. They don't have anybody with more than 2 fouls, and none of their leading scorers are in foul trouble at all. The Cyclones trailing by 6 here at halftime. We're going to take a 60-second break. When we come back, we'll have the second half for you. The Cyclones trailing 31-25. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball on River Country KCJC.
Hi, this is Carl Kirtley, Vice President and Commercial Loan Officer at Rivertown Bank, and we are so proud to sponsor local sports. We know that our young people will carry the fine values and discipline they learn in sports through the rest of their lives. Thank you to all of our customers, our friends, and neighbors for your business throughout the year. And please remember, the biggest impact you can make on our local economy is when you bank local. And local is what we are all about at Rivertown Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Parents have a hard job. How do you feed the kids good food without breaking the bank? When you dine in at Steak and Shake on Saturday and Sunday, kids eat free with every $9 spent, and your food is always made to order. Steak and Shake on Parkway Drive. Steak and Shake's reward app makes saving super easy. Download the Steak and Shake Rewards app for free. Then order and pay from your device or smartphone, and every $50 that you spend, you get $5 in rewards. Steak and Shake on Parkway Drive.
Welcome back. Both teams just now coming out on the floor. Vilonia, one player took a couple quick shots for them, but nobody really taking any warm-ups. Tell you, after that first quarter, midway through the first quarter, I thought, boy, we got a track meet, and then it kind of slowed down a little bit. Russellville still tried to play the fast pace, but it seemed like as soon as Vilonia got the lead, they started slowing down just a little bit. We'll start the second half. Russellville will have the basketball, and Sikowski will start, even with 3 fouls, and so will Trey Allen. So that's where you got to be. Seriously, you got to be in the ear of the official saying, okay, you got 3 fouls on 2 of my stars. You know, we got to, all right, you better be sure about that, because if you just have one questionable call there, that's 3 fouls is a lot different than just 2 fouls. So, I mean, if official, that's what I'd tell him. Official, if you think you blew it, realize you just tacked on another foul. So sometimes they can sort of play little mind games with the official and maybe let him back off just a little bit if another one comes in question. As we start the second half, Russellville trailing 31-25. They're going to chase Cade Schaefer with 2 people. He's going to find the open man for an easy layup.
I don't understand that at all.
I mean, I want to say great play by Russellville, but I am shocked. That does not make any sense what Vilonia tried to do there. They chased him with 2, almost 3 people, and Russellville had 2 guys open. Vilonia goes inside, bounce pass on the left block, nothing there. It wasn't open, kicks it out. Moran, 3-pointer, no good. Long rebound, going to be chased down on the right wing, though, by Albat. He started his drive. Ball was knocked away by Mathis. Picked up Trey Allen. Russellville, 3-on-2. Bounce pass to Mathis. He's going to stop, shoot the 3-pointer, no good. Allen getting the rebound, and he's going to be fouled. And he is suspecting somebody cut to the basket, and he threw it away. We're bailed out there without a foul. They might have got him on the arm, deflected that pass a little bit. And that foul is going to be on number 3, Tyler Moran, his second. Russellville inbound on the right baseline. They get it inbounds to an open Schaefer, but he'll pass on the 3, and Russellville throws it away on this one. Just miscommunication there. Allen was expecting Mathis to pop free in the corner. Mathis came off the screen to be open on the right wing, and miscommunication there. Russellville going to slap the press on Vilonia. Russellville trailing by 4 here, 31-27. And after they get the inbounds pass, just a man press. And Caleb Barrow will bring it up the floor. Just inside the 3-point line is Trey Kelly. Starts at left side, shoots it over Rhino, and shot is up and in. And Sikowski got to be very careful. Good job there by Rhino. Know where close to having any kind of contact. Mathis on the left wing. Turns around, finds Allen, who's open. He's going to take it baseline for the layup. It rolls off the iron. There's Rhino with the follow, putting it up and in. Sikowski now with 12 points, and the Cyclones once again trailing by 4, 33-29. Stop and go by Kelly. Layup good. He faked out Russellville on that one. 35-29, back to a 6-point lead. It's just back and forth between a 6 and a 4-point lead. Mathis thinks about it, will shoot the three, no good, but a long rebound comes to Schaefer. He'll throw it, and it goes off the official. Otherwise, it would have been out of bounds, and Trey Allen saves it. Thank you, Mr. Ref. Sikowski, 18-footer is good from the corner. And Rhino blistering hot. And now we have a stoppage of play. The ball, after it was made, it was kicked into the corner near the stand, so they stopped it just to reset everything, stop the clock, chase down the basketball. Vilonia in the front court, and handshake foul is going to be called on Grant Smith, and he's jumping up like, I can't believe you just called that. That's number 3 on Grant. And Bryson Korsmeyer will be in for him. Boy, as aggressive as everybody's playing, I mean, that's a foul in a different game, not this game where it's been pretty aggressive, and they've been letting some stuff go here in the second half early. Well, that's a tough one on Grant. Russellville trailing 35-31, just under 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Cross-court pass comes in the corner to Hill. He starts his drive, lost it going up, and Sikowski got it, and he's going to be fouled by number 4, Landon Hill. That's frustration foul for Hill, but that's just his first personal. He was amongst 3 Russellville Cyclones. I don't know why he was taking it up, but fortunate for us. Schaefer in the front court. Dribble to the left wing, turns around, fires it to Trey Allen. They go inside to Sikowski. Well, before he got the pass, we're going to get a holding call on Josh Albat. That's his third. The only way you can stop Sikowski is to foul it. I'm convinced. The way he's come along with his footwork, his soft touch, the only way you can stop him.
They're showing that with only 2 fouls.
Here's a three-pointer knocked down by Cade Schaefer. Took the pass from Trey Allen. Inbounded it to Allen, right back to him as he stepped in. And Russellville trails 35-34. On the right side, Moran. They tried a backdoor cut. He caught it, but about 15 feet away from the basket. Nice defensive play by the Cyclones, not giving up a layup try there. Barrow starts his drive. Little scoop layup, and it's good. Well, that's a nice move by Barrow. Russellville quickly down the floor. Cade Schaefer, but it's a position. They go inside Sikowski, turnaround hook shot, no good. With the rebound is Albert. Sorry, that's Moran. He brings in the front court. 4:45 left. Russellville trailing by 3. We're almost halfway through the third quarter. In the corner, they've left Albert open, but he passed on the 3, and he was almost as shocked to be that wide open. He's going to post up on the right block, working against Bryson Korsmeyer. Reverse layup good. Nice move by Albert. And once we cut it to 2, they built it back up to 5, 39-34. Trey Allen will launch a 3, and he'll hit it from the corner. Trey Allen's second 3 of the game. He's got 8 points. Russell back in business, trailing by 2. 4:06 left to play here in the third quarter. On the left wing is Trey Kelly. Gets it on the right side to Moran. They tried to go back inside to Kelly, lost it, got it back, put it up, no good. They finally missed one. Korsmeyer with the rebound. Long bounce pass ahead to Cade Schaefer. He's finding Mathis. Gets it back. Allen, three-pointer, no. And can be saved in by Mathis, but it goes to Vilonia. Mathis almost a steal in the backcourt after that, but Vilonia, the Eagles in the front court. Barrow slows it up, and there, Albert was trailing the play, and they get it to him. They'll slow it up. Moran hands it off to Barrow. Coming off a screen, little picket fence to Hill. On the left side, three-pointer is good. Boy, they're just not missing much, and Russellville's having to fight to stay close. It's a 5-point lead for the Vilonia Eagles. 42-37. Cade trying to answer, no good. Rebound's going to go out of bounds in the corner to belong to the Eagles.
Right now, Russellville's just not getting the bounce off that rebound. Ours is going out of bounds or going directly to a Vilonia player.
And now we have a timeout called by Coach Pennington. We'll take a break. 3:10 left to play, third quarter. Russellville trails 42-37. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Feltner's Fleets Corner clearance sale is now in progress. Save up to 30% off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save 30% or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Russellville's cut it to 1, but it's back up to a 5-point deficit as Vilonia leading with 3:10 left to play in the third quarter.
Russellville playing very aggressive, getting back on defense. I'm sure that's one thing that Coach Pennington talked about at halftime, is we cannot allow them to get easy layups behind our defense.
I think this timeout was to settle his team down, but it also, I think part of it was just to give his team a little breather. Cyclones battling. You always expand more energy when you're playing from behind, trying to catch back up. Against the pressure, they inbound it straight to Albert, and he takes it all the way into the lane, but they throw it back out. Here's a three-point try, partially blocked by Mathis. Vilonia got it back. He goes off the leg of a Vilonia player, and he's out of bounds. It'll belong to, and they're trying to talk him into a timeout. Coach Simon's trying to talk the official in. They're going to say, no, you didn't get it in time. He slid out of bounds. Good hustle play, but it'll go over to Russellville. Well, if they would have given that one, I'd have come unglued. I'd have taken the headset off here. Mathis was open in the corner, passed on the three, gets it out to Caleb Franklin, who dribble out and send it north to the top of the key, and Cade Schaefer. 2:40 left to play, third quarter. Russellville trailing by 5. Allen, pass was deflected up in the air, and he had to save it inbounds. He does, straight to Sikowski on the block. His shot blocked, but it goes way out up top to Trey Allen. All right, when they block your shot, next time you pump fake, you get them up in the air because they're charged out for that block shot. Here's Allen. He's going to beat his man and hit the layup and count the basket. He drew the foul. Trey Allen.
It seems like we've been waiting all night for Trey to do that. He's got the quickness. He's got the one step on his defender, and just a great drive, and it just bounced around the rim, then went in.
Has a knack sometimes for drawing contact, protecting the basketball and hitting the layup, and he completes the three-point play. He's got 11 in Russellville within a basket. Defense in the backcourt. Moran, though, across the timeline, double team, a bounce pass to Cooks. Two quick passes to a wide-open Kelly, layup good. My goodness, they make it look easy sometimes. They do a good job beating the press. 44-40. Here's a drive by Franklin. Throws in the corner. Mathis will swing it around. Left side. Allen. Take it. Jump stop in the lane. Shot quickly up and in. Boy, you can't block it if you're going to put it up that quick. He's got 13, and Russellville again within a basket. We need a defensive stop here. Left side. Kuntz. Double team. Pass deflected, but picked up by Hill. Bounce pass is going to hit twice to Kelly behind the three-point line. His pass is deflected and stolen away by Trey Allen. It's a one-on-one. Coming in. He stops. Shoot. Off the backboard. A little too hard. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Vilonia to belong to Russellville. And a great job. Even though Trey Allen missed the layup, he did not commit the charge because they were in front of him, and he stopped and shot the jump shot. Just shot a little too hard.
You're right. They were setting up for a charge, and he did a good job. Yeah, stopping and just going straight up.
Yeah, you do that, you avoid contact. Allen has it on the left wing. Gets it over Mathis, top of the key, three-pointer, won't go. Caleb Franklin skies, get the rebound, goes back up. Shot blocked, and let's go out of bounds, and it'll belong to the Cyclones over on the far side. Well, that's two blocks that they've sent flying, and again, the way you compound that, you pump fake next time, they'll get up in the air because they're charged. They want those blocks. It wows the crowd. Off the inbounds pass, Trey Allen dribbles baseline, double team, and he's going to be hacked across the. No, he's going to call the travel.
Good.
He got blocked on the arm, but they didn't get the call.
The same official that called that third foul on Grant Smith.
Grief. Off the inbounds pass is Barrow. He gets it off to Landon Hill. Picks up his dribble off to Moran. Moran up near the half-court line. Here's a deflected pass by Mathis. He's coming in. He's going to draw contact. Count the basket, and he draws the foul. And Mathis, on purpose, after the steal, slowed up to get the contact. He slowed up on purpose because he knew he was going to get pushed. They weren't going to give up the free layup, and that's what allowed him to get the foul called and also the three-point play. That's number 2 on number 4, Landon Hill. Free throw by Mathis, no good, and he moved across the line too quickly before it touched. He knew it was off, so it didn't matter anyway. So we're all tied at 44. I didn't want to jinx him saying he'd give us the lead. Russell hasn't had the lead since back it was, 7-6. Off the inbounds pass, we're going to get a foul called on number 10, Bowen Mathis. That'll be his first. Second team foul on the Cyclones. 63 seconds left to play here in the third quarter, and we're all tied at 44. Inbounds pass going to be intercepted by Cade Schaefer. Alley-oop to Mathis. Layup, no. Ball saved by Caleb Franklin. He stole the ball and saved it. That should have been an easy rebound for Vilonia. Great job by Franklin. They didn't see him coming. He's going to take it. Baseline. Throw to Sikowski on the left elbow. Back to Caleb. He's going to shoot the three. No good. Vilonia with the rebound. Russell trying to get a cheap steal. Doesn't get it this time. In the front court is Albert. Bounce pass is going to be what? Kicked? The official says kick ball out on the far side. Boy, that official's got fantastic eyesight. He sees something even when his back is turned.
Yeah, he's the...
I'm not really. I think that was a kick ball, but that wasn't his area. That's why he's the one that blew the whistle. And the official underneath was shocked. He didn't know what the call was. Off the inbounds pass was Barrow, and he gets it on the left wing to Tyler Moran. They can play for one shot here. They've showed that they want to do that before, so they're going to do it here. We're all tied at 44 with 28 seconds left to play third quarter. And now here they give it off to Trey Kelly, three-pointer. He was too far out. He's made so many layups. The rebound comes to Sikowski, ahead to Cade Schaefer. It's a 2-on-2. He's going to stop, think about it, give it out to Franklin. Very smartly backs it back out. 13 seconds left to play in the third quarter. They go inside Sikowski. Jump hook shot is good. And the Cyclones have the lead for the first time since 7-6. And Vilonia almost threw it out of bounds. They had to save it in bounds with 1 second. They launch it from beyond half court. Nowhere close. We've come to the end of the third quarter with our score. Russellville 46 and Vilonia 44. We'll take a break. One more quarter to go. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball on River Country, KCJC.
Hey, it's Drew Mitchell for Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implants. Lakeside is really proud this year to be sponsoring our local sports all throughout the River Valley. They're committed to the area. It's just another way they show that. When you're in the market for dentures, wisdom teeth, or whatever the case may be, remember Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery, and check out their website at lakesideofs.com. Lakeside Oral Surgery, helping make the broadcast of local sports throughout the River Valley possible.
Joshua's Fine Jewelry, a luxury establishment in the heart of downtown Russellville, are taking it back to the good old days with a family-owned, family-operated business that pride themselves on personal interactions, beautiful, awesome craftsmanship, and an insanely knowledgeable and helpful staff that go above and beyond just for you. Joshua's Fine Jewelry is giving a huge shout-out to all of our local River Valley and Natural State athletes. You guys are the real MVPs. Be sure to like Joshua's Fine Jewelry on Facebook today and go and give them a visit in downtown Russellville at 310 West Main Street.
Welcome back. We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. The Cyclones lead at 46-44. Vilonia will have the basketball. Remember, Russell played pretty well. Still in foul trouble, though. That never does go away until you play your next game. Sikowski with 3. Trey Allen with 3. And Grant Smith on the floor. No, he's not on the floor. He's not starting this. It's Bo Mathis with them. Caleb Franklin and Cade Schaefer. Grant Smith on the bench with 3 fouls also. Russell with a 2-point lead. They go inside to the high post. Kelly, no, that's Barrow, and he doesn't get the bounce. Boy, hung on the rim forever. It's tipped out, and Franklin has it. His speed has given Russellville a breakaway, and let's see. We got a foul called on Vilonia. Yeah. It was going to be, we thought it was going to be a layup. Cade Schaefer was shielding off a man, and they pushed Cade, and they give the foul to Vilonia. Vilonia fans are booing. I don't know what they're booing about. That actually saved a layup because Russellville hit the layup. And that's going to be on Tyler Moran. That's just his second 16 foul. And Cade was shielding his man because he didn't want anybody to challenge. He wanted the free layup, and Coach Simon is talking to the official. He's called him over there. That's why the stoppage of play. It's nothing wrong. Schaefer was just really what he was doing. He was running slow, and that shielded the man. And the contact was caused by Vilonia. Here's a three-point try, no good. Backside rebound controlled by Bo Mathis. Nice pass underneath. It goes off the hands of Franklin, and Vilonia has it.
Franklin wasn't expecting a pass from Mathis. He thought Mathis was just going to go ahead and take the ball up to the basket.
There, number 4, Landon Hill working, gets Schaefer, picks up the basketball, gets it to Albat on the left side. He started his drive, and he forgot the basketball. Sometimes you need that. And it goes out of bounds, and it belonged to Russellville. A nice move.
Good defense by Franklin.
Fumbled it away. Russellville leads at 46-44. 7:05 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Sikowski on the right block. Double team, triple team, throws it out. Faking the three is Allen. Spin move. Nice pass to Sikowski on the baseline. Doesn't have a clear shot. He's going to jump. Cross-court pass on the left side to Mathis. Mathis, he gives a cross-court pass in the corner. Schaefer, three-pointer. Nothing but net. Cade Schaefer. And Russellville leads by 5. Cyclone fans on the far side excited on that one. What a pretty shot.
Beautiful arch on that shot.
49-44, 6.5 to go. Cyclones lead it. Vilonia backing it back out. And almost a timeout here. I was going to say almost a steal going the other direction as Caleb Barrow just lost his dribble, and it was picked up by Franklin, but that by the time Franklin got it, it was well after the whistle. Vilonia going to take a timeout. We're going to keep it right here because we're already 10 seconds into a 30-second break, John, so sorry about that if I alerted you. Russellville leads by 5. And a big three there by Cade Schaefer. He's got 13 points. 16 points on the night for Sikowski. Russellville has 3 players in double figures, as Trey Allen, by my count, has 13 points. Yeah, 13 points. So 3 players in double figures. Bo Mathis has 7. Vilonia will keep it at midcourt after the timeout. 6:22 left. They turned the clock off during timeouts to count down the timeouts. So that's why we couldn't give you the score or the time left. I'd forgotten to check it. But they inbound it. On the left side is Tyler Moran. Gives it back to Hill. Russellville sinks back into his zone. They're letting Hill do what he wants to with it, but Moran, they're out there. They don't want to give him an open look at 3. Russellville extending their zone out there. Hill catches it. Now cross-court pass they did to Moran. Three-pointer, good. That's the guy they were not wanting to give it up, but they got the open look. He's got 14. 49-47, the Cyclones lead is cut to 2. Sikowski moves towards the middle of the lane. Little fadeaway jumper. Hits the iron, no good. Vilonia with the rebound, and Trey Kelly was dodging Cyclones as they were swatting at the basketball. One of them actually got a hand on it, but he was able to protect it. Landon Hill gets it left side to Albat. They'll swing it around right side to Caleb Barrow, number 32. Under 5.5 to go. Inside to Kelly. Right back out. Barrow, he'll shoot the 3. This one no good. Rebound, though, is going to be controlled by Albat. We got a foul called on Franklin. Man, they have a knack for blocking us out on their offensive side.
Yeah, we're having trouble getting position on our defensive rebounds. That's something that we're going to have to correct as this season goes on.
That's number 2 on Franklin. He comes out of the basketball game. Grant Smith in for him. On the right side with it is Landon Hill. Grant Smith, remember, has 3 fouls. He's extending that zone out. He's playing the left wing. Here's a three-point try. This one no good. Rebound underneath by Albat. Goes back up and in. We're all tied, folks. Well, I felt like we've dodged a bullet, though, with them missing 2 open looks from 3 that actually would have given them the lead. Under 5 minutes to play, we're all tied at 49. Well, the 5-point lead was short-lived by Russellville. Mathis turns around, gets it to Schaefer. Bounce pass inside Sikowski. He muscles his way, missed the shot. Coach Pennington screaming for a foul on that far side. Not going to get it. Vilonia has it. We're all tied at 49. 4:35 left. Vilonia scoring the last 5 points. Tyler Moran with it on the right side. And now dribbles to the top of the key, way away from the basket, working against Bo Mathis. He'll bounce pass on the left side to Albat. Throws in the corner. Barrow thought about it. He's going to take a drive, kiss off the glass, good. And they have a 2-point lead with that. Schaefer in the front court. Cyclones trail 51-49. Still plenty of time, 4-8 left. Schaefer trying to answer, will not go with the three. But Sikowski has the rebound, and he started his drive, and finally we got the blocking call. They made contact and fell down, which they did earlier when they got him with the charge, when they undercut him. This time they made the right call. Let's just say it the way we think. And Sikowski was going to go to the free throw line. Even if they don't call it a shooting foul, it's 1-1 for the Cyclones. And we're having to wipe up some sweat off the floors.
Yeah, they missed the other one when Rhino shot it. They were pushing him. And Coach Pennington really got on the officials about that. So we get the call this time.
That's number 3 on Landon Hill. He has 3 points. We want those guys that are three-point shooters getting in foul trouble. Sikowski shooting the 1-1. It's good.
That's only our second free throw in the second half. No, third free throw.
Rhino's second free throw on the way. It's good, and we're all tied. Boy, he's just a junior, but he shoots free throws like he's cold-blooded senior there. Knocking them down, tying the game. We're all tied at 51, under 4 minutes to play. Cade Schaefer trying to draw a charge, no call. Vilonia threw it, and it goes off the hands of Trey Allen out of bounds. And Cade is talking to the officials saying, hey, I fell down here. We got to check that. And he's saying check the floor is what he's saying. Inbounds pass comes to Kelly. Gets it back in the corner to Hill. Trey Kelly was open, passed on it. They shoot the three from the far side, and Tyler Moran knocks it down. He's got 3 threes here in the second half. Cyclones trail by 3, and he's got some open looks. He's missed 2 that he's had wide open looks, and now we have a foul called on Vilonia as number 3, Tyler Moran, tried to fight through a screen. That'll be his 3rd. Nice screen set up by Sikowski, and they knock Sikowski. Well, they'll allow a little bit of a bump, but they move Sikowski's feet, and you get that. And Moran to talk the official. I guess he's wanting an explanation, but. And now another official steps in, and they want to talk about it. So 2 officials talk. I don't know what the other official who didn't make the call, he wants to step in and make sure it was Sikowski to shoot, and of course it's him. He was pointing at him saying,
well,
I guess, are you sure?
Moran did a lot of acting. He's not that good of an actor.
Free throw is good. He's shooting the 1-1. I don't know why that official took it upon himself to think that it wasn't Rhino that set the screen. It was out the top. Second free throw is good. 20 points for Sikowski. And now we have a timeout. We'll take a break. Russell trails by a point with 3:34 left. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Did you know if your roof isn't early, you could void the warranty on your existing roof? Tim Noblet with E&F Roofing has made it his mission to protect your roof or help you get the new roof that will maximize your investments and extend the life of your roof, which can save you money through prevention and maintenance. So before you have another company check your roof, call 479-272-4069 and let E&F Roofing see what they can find and how much you can save by using someone local, someone who cares, right here in the River Valley.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trail Vilonia by a point, 54-53. After 2 made free throws by Sikowski. Brought the Cyclones within 1. Remember, we were tied at 51. Tyler Moran hit a 3, his 3rd 3 of the second half, his 2nd of the 4th quarter. You could tell he's feeling it. He's 3 of 5 from the three-point line in the second half. He gave them a 3-point lead. Sikowski knocks down 2 free throws to pull the Cyclones within 1 with 3:34 left. Cyclones calling that timeout. I think it was us that called the timeout. I never got an indication.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Both teams with 3 timeouts left. Russell going to pressure in the backcourt. They get the ball inbounds easily. Russell will play man press, so they back off just a little bit. With it is Caleb Barrow. And wide open with a pass to Trey Kelly, who hit the easy layup. Good grief. They have done that to us all night. Grant Smith at the top. Gives it off to Mathis. Underhanded flip to Cade Schaefer. Cyclones trail by 3 with 3:10 left. Grant Smith picks up his dribble, needs some help. Almost threw it away, and it's going to be nicely chased down by Cade Schaefer. Boy, that had turnover written all over it. He gives it up, gets it back, three-pointer, in and out, no good. Vilonia with the rebound. That did everything but go through. With the rebound is Albert. Albert stops and gives it off to Tyler Moran, and now they can run as much clock as they so choose, which they've done this before. This coach, Jeremy Simon, used to coach the Wonderview girls, I believe, and the backdoor cut wide open for the layup, and they missed it. It was taken away by Russellville. Schaefer, as the Cyclones trail by 3, cross-court pass is going to be intercepted by Vilonia. Trey Kelly, and he gives it up now. Layup is good by Barrow. Well, you elated and then frustrated.
Yeah.
All at once. Cyclones trail by 5 with 2:18 left. Mathis catches left side three-pointer. Good! Bowen Mathis knocks down the 3, and Coach Pennington will take a timeout. Russellville within 2 with 2:14 left. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Go Cyclones. Each week, coaches and players prepare a game plan so they can compete and win against their opponent. Without a game plan, there is very little chance of winning. In all areas of life, we must have a game plan if we expect to win. Hi, I'm Mike Giroux with Giroux & Associates, and we'd like to help you put together a plan to protect you and your family from life's uncertainties. Whether it's life insurance, disability insurance, or dental and vision insurance, we're here to help you. Call us for an appointment today at 479-857-2810. And together, let's put together a winning game plan. And go Cyclones!
Welcome back to Vilonia High School. The Cyclones trailing 58-56, taking that timeout after the made 3 by Mathis. They sure would love it if he would get hot right now. 2:14 left to go, and Russell with 2 more timeouts left. Doing that just to stop the clock, set up the press, settle his team down, talk about what you want to do, trailing by 2 here. They're having problems getting it in. They finally do get it into Moran. Pass deflected, but Vilonia keeping possession in the backcourt. Ahead to Hill, and that time, boy, they dodged a couple bullets. Russell threw at him. Here's a drive and a steal by Trey Allen. And now we have what? A traveling call called on Trey Allen. You've got to be kidding me. He tipped the ball away, and he didn't have possession of it, and they called a travel.
My goodness. And it's the official that's made about 3 or 4 calls against Russellville. That's been questionable.
Wow. Russellville was going to tie it on that. That was a 1-on-0 break. And now we have a timeout called by Coach Simon of Vilonia. Well, it's not a backbreaker because we still got 2 minutes left, but sure is unbelievable. We're going to take a quick break. Russellville trails 58-56 with 2 minutes left to go in this basketball game. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Paige, Drew, and Mitchell for Bringus Steakhouse in Russellville. Bringus Steakhouse very proud to be sponsoring local sports right here in the River Valley with a commitment to community and a commitment to great service and a great dining experience, not to mention the best cuts of meat. They have prime cuts, which is even better than choice. Check out the sirloin especially. Best sirloin, in my opinion, in the River Valley, possibly the world. Bringus Steakhouse in Russellville, help making possible the broadcast of our local athletics in the River Valley.
2 minutes left to go in the basketball game. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Russellville trailing by 2, 58-56. And Vilonia using that timeout. It'll be their basketball after Russellville whistled for a traveling violation on what we thought was going to be a breakaway, going back the other direction. And
the only problem with that, our player did not have possession of the ball.
Get the ball inbounds to Tyler Moran. Well, Russellville got a steal. Let's get another one, and now let's see. A reach-in foul is going to be called on Caleb Franklin. That'll be his 3rd. It is not the 1-and-1 yet. So 5 seconds going off the clock there. 1:55 left. Inbounds pass comes to Moran. He's out near half court. Here comes the trap. He dribbles around it, taking it all the way. No, his pass into the corner. They'll float it out. Hill was open, passed on it. As Moran went flying, he slid across the floor. He's back up trying to get the ball to him, and now a reach-in foul is going to be called on let's see, we got bodies all over the place. They call a foul on Franklin. We got a collision going back the other direction, and after the whistle. And I don't know what happened on that far side. It was a collision between Tyler Moran and Mathis. Mathis slid into the bench. Moran was he was inbounds, but out on the floor holding his shoulder, but he's back up now. Fourth foul on Caleb Franklin. He's going to stay in there. Minute 39 left. And let's see, Trey Kelly whispers something to the official, and now they give him the basketball. They get the ball inbounds on the right wing to Hill, right back to Kelly, and now Hill has it. Minute 35 left. Russell
double dribble.
Yeah, he double dribbled.
He
missed it. Yep, the official missed it. Happened right in front of him. And the Lady Cyclones who have stayed to watch this game, they're yelling at the official right below us. Minute 23 left. Russell trails by 2. They need a defensive stop here. Here's a deflected and a steal by Trey Allen. Going back the other direction, and layup is no good, but well before that, you're going to get a foul called out on the floor. It's still going to send Trey Allen to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. And what he did was you protect that basketball, and he tried to bring it as soon as he brought it across his chest, around his waist. That's when Trey Allen flicked it up in the air. He's got such quick hands. And that's going to be on Josh Albert, his third. I had him for 4, so I'm missing one somewhere. And number 20, Trey Kelly, has to come out of the basketball game because he's got blood on his shirt. And it's from an elbow, I think, when he was one of the ones that was knocked down. And they don't have an extra shirt, so they're gonna go make a change real quick. And you can change numbers if there's blood on your shirt, and he's gonna switch with someone, so he's going to be a different number. Coming in for him right now is Austin Wader, a 6'5 junior who has not played in this basketball game. And now Kelly, when he comes back in the game, will be a different number. He'll actually be wearing number 30, Nick Simon's number. Trey Allen going to the free throw line here to shoot a 1-and-1. And the official telling the other officials, the one who made the call, said it is a 1-and-1. It was well before the shot. Minute 16 left. Cyclones trailing by 2. Free throw no good, and Vilonia has the rebound. Russell missed a chance there to tie the basketball game. We got to make another defensive stop here. And number 3 he almost lost himself. He picked up his dribble, and a timeout called by Vilonia. Number 3, Tyler Moran, picked up his dribble because he almost dribbled off his foot. When he did, what they say, they yelled dead, dead, meaning the ball's dead. He had no place to go, and it was getting close to a 10-second violation. So they called the quick timeout. And we'll take a quick 30-second break. Russell trailing 58-56 with 64 seconds left to go in the game. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Do you ever look at those beautiful decorated rooms online and wonder, how do they do it? Whether it's one room or your whole house that needs a makeover, come by 2011 East Parkway Drive and let Janice at Parkway Furniture show you what your home could look like with quality brands like Mayo and Flex Steel and tons of different colored fabrics and patterns, plus unique furniture that can match what you already have in your home or totally transform your living space. Come by 2011 East Parkway Drive in Russellville or phone 890-9059 for a free consultation.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trailing 58-6 with a minute 4 left to go in the game. Vilonia has the basketball. Russell still has a couple fouls to give before they'll put the Eagles in the 1-and-1. Barrow will get it inbounds in the backcourt to Moran. Double team. The pass deflected, but caught by Hill, and he's in the front court. Now let's see if Russell just chases the basketball for a while, if they commit a foul, and they're going to reach in and commit the foul. But as soon as Cade Schaefer knocked the ball away, he got a finger in the eye there after they called him for the foul. Let's check and see, make sure he's okay. That's just number 2 on Cade. We got to foul one more time before we can put him on the line. 54 seconds left to go in the game. Russell trailing 58-56. Sure, during that timeout, Coach Pennington talking about who to foul. Russell with 2 timeouts left, Vilonia with 1. And now let's see. This official, what's he going to call?
What?
Okay, we didn't inbound the ball yet, so I didn't see what had happened. They're going to get a foul called on Trey Allen. That's number 4. Well, I mean, the good thing is if we were going to foul, that makes it where clock doesn't start, but I don't think Trey meant to because he didn't even know what he did. All right, that puts a pretty good free throw shooter on the free throw line, though.
Same official.
And, yeah. It's this one guy has drawn the ire of the Cyclone fans here. Free throw is no good, and Russellville has a chance here, trailing by 2 as they get the rebound. Sikowski coming up hobbling as he got the rebound, slowly down the floor. Trey Allen working right side, and now Coach Pennington wants to take a timeout. Got one more left after this, might as well, because you got to play for a 2 or 3 here. We'll see what he draws up after this. No, we're going to keep it right here. Sorry, John. They've changed it to a 30-second timeout, and we don't want to miss anything here. So 58-56 our score, and well, you got plenty of time, but they always say go for the win on the road and the tie at home. But I got to believe that he's probably right now going to put the ball in the hands of Trey Allen to drive the basket. What do you think?
I think that would be a good thing to do. Try to draw the foul. Trey's got to be very careful, though. They're going to set up on him. Try to take a charge.
Well, if the double team comes, you give it to Sikowski. I think that's going to be a two-man basketball there between Allen driving, give it to Sikowski. And the thing here is I don't think they're obviously not going to play for one shot. You want to try it early. That way, if you miss it, you still have time. Russellville trails by 2. Who knows? Pennington's smart enough, so he's probably got something better drawn up. Schaefer has it. It goes to Trey Allen on the right side. They circle around a couple times, use the screen, they make the switch. He's going to take it left side, jump stop, draws contact, and he gets the foul call. Shot got blocked, but he got 2 guys up in the air, and that's what you do. He protected the basketball as long as he could, drew the contact. The foul's going to come on number 30. It's actually number 20 because, remember, he switched jerseys. That'll be on Trey Kelly, his 3rd. And it'll send Trey Allen to the free throw line once again, this time shooting as he was in the act of shooting. Free throw is good. 33.9 seconds left. Both teams with a timeout. Trey Allen has the basketball. Second one is good, and we're all tied. 58-58. Now we got to play tough defense here. They're in the front court. Number 3, Tyler Moran with it. Backs it out near the half-court circle. He's in the circle. He dribbles the left side where Coach Simon says, bring it over here. A little give and go. They give him the screen, but he's caught it behind the three-point line. Landon Hill, he doesn't want to shoot it. A bounce pass on the right side to Tyler Moran. Moran still with it. Still with his dribble. Trying to dribble around, draws a little bit of contact, no call. Here's a pass. It's intercepted by Cade Schaefer, and now out of bounds. This last touch by Vilonia. I think that might have been off us, but they helped us. They helped Vilonia out, actually, because that could have been a foul called on them.
Yeah, easily.
Sometimes as an official, I think this is a good call. And what I mean is, instead of calling the foul, you call the out of bounds. They could have called either. But either way, Russellville's got it, and Coach Pennington wants to take his final timeout.
Well, it's a good call by the official. You're right. There's no need to call a foul right there.
Because then you're putting somebody on the free throw line to win the game. Right. I mean, that's bad for when you have the option. Usually, what I mean is if you have the option, they usually don't go for the foul if it's going to be the same thing. And
you got 2 seconds.
Even though that actually we would rather him go to the free throw line by that official. Right there, I think he actually did the right thing and called, hey, we'll call this out of bounds instead of a foul because they rolled up on Cade a little bit, and actually their guy took more of the brunt of it, and he came up hobbling a little bit. And now Russellville has a chance to win it with 2 seconds left. I would much rather him be on the free throw line. Look, I'm sure we got a great play, but I'll take my chances with Cade shooting 2 free throws in a tie game. Cade's going to inbound it at half court. No, they're going to move him back a little bit to the end of Vilonia's bench. Vilonia, they have 1 timeout. See if they want to use it here. Nope, they don't. Cade has it. Slaps the basketball. He's looking. He's going to throw it to Sikowski. It's tipped. Sikowski shot up and no good. We're going to overtime. We're all tied at 58. Had a look, but the shot hit the backboard and nowhere close, to be honest with you. We'll take a break. Got an extra 4-minute period coming up. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball in River Country, KCJC.
When you needed it most, your family's freezing or sweating, and they you for relief. You call someone and they say it's going to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Do you really feel like you have a choice? Well, now you do. Call Tony at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 for a free second opinion from a guy you can trust to take care of you and your family and get that unit running without all the extra charges. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air. Are you in need of an overhead door? Do you have a door that jams or needs repair? Then turn to the River Valley's most trusted garage door professionals, Windsor Overhead Door. In business since 1974, they've served the Russellville area from their current location on Modesto Street for more than 25 years. When it comes to installation, service, and repair, you need to be coming to Windsor Overhead Door. Call them today if you have some questions, 968-6642.
All right, we got an overtime period coming up. We're all tied at 58. Everybody gets one more timeout, and we jump center. Russellville wins the jump. Russellville with one timeout, and Vilonia with two. A 4-minute overtime period. Here's a pass on the baseline to Schaefer. Catches it. Tad underneath the basket. On that, here's a jump stop by Allen. Out Cade. Three-pointer. Good! Cade Schaefer, three-pointer! Russellville's lead is 3 as we start overtime. Back the other direction. Kelly faking the 3. He's killed us with layups on the inside. I'd almost rather him shoot that. Here's Tyler Moran. Started his drive. He gives it up. Number 4, back to Moran. He'll try to answer with a 3. No good. Rebound. Sikowski boxes man out. On the floor is Albert. Russellville going back the other direction, and we've slowed it down because that player is injured. Sikowski blocked him out nicely. And I guess they ruled that Russellville was not in transition, and that's why they stopped the play. If you want to err on the side of caution, and that's what they did, because usually if one team's got a fast break, you don't want to stop the play, but they stop it here, so they figure that he was hurt enough to try to stop play, and that's what we got going on here. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. Russellville leads at 61-58 with 3:12 left. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all
that
your
was iffy whether we stop play there or not. But
medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are
it's always
there
tough
to
as an
serve
official.
you. And most importantly,
figure out what to do.
You need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
Welcome back. They said it was a cramp, and they didn't say it was a cramp, but they were stretching out his leg. It was a cramp, so nothing serious, but it stopped Russellville, who had a brief 5-on-4 there. Russellville leads at 61-58 in the overtime period. 3:12 left as Russellville inbounds it. Cade Schaefer going to walk it across the timeline. Schaefer hit the big 3 to give Russellville a 3-point lead here. Gives it off to to Trey Allen. He'll use a screen, get around his men. He needs some help. Gets it to Bo Mathis. Fakes the 3, step back, won't shoot it. Gives it now to Trey Allen. Trey Allen beats his man, sidesteps, throws in the corner. Caleb Franklin three-pointer won't go. An air ball, and it was caught by Vilonia. Going back the other direction. They're going to slow it up. And now they go quick. There's a deflected ball, and Vilonia going to the floor to grab it. It's taken away by Bo Mathis. There's a scramble for it underneath, and we can't see because there's an administrator for Vilonia who stepped in the way, and we can't see what happened. We see Mathis getting up, who's upset. And there's a Vilonia admin that's talking to some Russellville people trying to get him backed up, and he's kind of in our way where the ball went down. And I don't know what happened there. I guess they ruled it out of bounds. Did they call a foul on Russellville? I don't know.
No foul, out of bounds.
So I guess they called it out of bounds. Sorry, folks, we couldn't see. Russellville still leads by 3. Inbounds pass comes in the backcourt to Tyler Moran. And Moran working against Caleb Franklin, but he's just into front court. Left wing, Austin Kuntz. He'll drive all the way. Layup no good. And late call on the foul, but they're going to get Sikowski with his 4th personal. And that's going to send Austin Kuntz to the free throw line. Kuntz has not scored tonight. He's going to shoot 2 here. 2:20 left. Russellville's lead is 3. So no matter what happens, he can't tie us with free throws unless we fail to get the rebound. First free throw is no good. Russellville with 1 timeout left. Vilonia with 2. We're in the overtime period. We were tied at 58. Only scoring from the field has been a three-pointer by Cade Schaefer. Second free throw, really flat, but he gets 3 bounces on the rim, no good. Vilonia battling Caleb Franklin, they got the rebound. Jordan Britton got it, who just checked in for the first time tonight. He battles and gets the rebound for the Eagles. So
we needed that one.
Yeah, you don't want to give up offensive rebounds on free throws. The good when they happen for you, they're really bad when they happen against you. Barrow, nice move underneath. He blew the layup. Rebound, battled around, and let's see, a foul's going to be called on Vilonia. They knocked Rhino to the floor. I think Mathis came up with the rebound, and Rhino up quickly. He's fine. He's telling them, hey, we need a towel down here because all my sweat is just on that floor. He's pointing down there, but he's up quickly, and the person who fouled him, pretty classy move. I think it was Britton, came over and made sure he was okay, and Rhino says, yeah, I'm fine. Okay, it wasn't Britton who committed a foul, but it was Britton who came and checked on Rhino. That's pretty classy. The foul is actually going on number 20, Kelly, and I have him for 4. He's actually wearing number 30 because he had blood on his uniform in the fourth quarter, and so he switched to number 30. I wonder if you get extra fouls if you do that. Shouldn't. Free throw is good by Sikowski, who's shooting 2 as Russ was in the double bonus. Well, they had some chances to cut into our lead there. Boy, they had 2 free throws. They missed them both. They got the rebound. They still couldn't get a layup that they missed. Second free throw is no good. Hit the rim, backboard, and rim again. Russell's lead is 4, 62-58. 2-possession game, but you still don't feel safe because there's a minute 50 left. There's a drive by Barrow, almost caught with no place to go. He dumps it in the corner to Hill. He drives, hits the layup. No timeout by Vilonia. Minute 38 left. Russell's lead is down to 2, 62-60. See if Russell wants to run their offense or just protect the basketball for a bit. Trey Allen gets it out to Cade Schaefer. Russell backing it back out near half court. Minute 22 left. That seems like an eternity. Minute 18 left, he gives it off to Trey Allen. Allen with the dribble, way out on the right side, but he's way away from the basket. A minute 9 left. Here they come, and now a bump foul is going to be called on Landon Hill. Looked like he meant to do it. Go ahead and foul. That'll be number 4 on Moran. That was definitely a mean to because you don't get that close to Trey Allen, way out near half court. So 2 shots for Allen.
That's number 4 on Landon Hill.
First free throw is good by Trey Allen. A minute 8 left to play in the game. Second free throw good. So important. He hits them both, and Russell stays up by 2 possessions. They're going to roll it. Cade Schaefer out to make him pick it up. Minute 5 as they cross the timeline. Moran with the dribble, hollering at his teammates. He's wanting somebody to pop free. They do. Albert takes it into the corner with a pass, a three-pointer, no good. No, it bounces around, it's good. Good grief, I called it no good. It hit the rim 4 times, and now Vilonia wants to take a timeout. That shot, sorry folks, that shot hit the rim. It was so flat, bounced straight up in the air, hit the rim 3 more times, a total of 4 times before it fell through. Well, that's tough to give up that kind of 3, and Landon Hill, that's just his second 3 of the game. He's got 8 points. Russell still with the lead, though, 64-63 with 52 and a half to go. We're going to keep it right here as Vilonia just using their next to last timeout. You get 1 extra timeout when you go to the overtime period.
Yeah, that was very lucky.
Okay, sorry, we had a legal ID going on. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that's very lucky. There's only one other time today that I saw that kind of luck. And that was the people that were playing against me in golf.
64-63 with 52 and a half seconds left. Russellville still up and with the basketball. But it's always, how do you protect the basketball but you still stay aggressive? Because even if you get fouled and hit 2 free throws, it's still a 1-possession game. So you want to stay aggressive and don't plan on hitting 2 free throws. But you want to protect the basketball. Each team with 1 timeout left. Russellville going to inbound it underneath the Vilonia basket. He can run the baseline. The trigger man will be Bo Mathis, and all 10 players in the backcourt. Popping free is Cade Schaefer. He's into the corner. He's going to dribble around his man, and a reach-in foul called on Jordan Britton. And by the looks of Britton, I don't think he meant to do that. And he, as soon as the foul was called, he looked up in the air, kind of rolled his eyes, so I don't think he meant to do that. We'll walk it to the other end. It'll be Cade Schaefer shooting the free throw. Now, Britton was in there to do that, though. He's in there to get fouls called on him because they're doing the offense-defense switch. He's going to come out after this first free throw by Cade. Free throw is good by Schaefer. Makes it a 2-point game. And now a couple substitutions coming in for Vilonia. Number 4, Landon Hill, who just hit that 3. And Trey Kelly, who was number 20, is number 30 now, and he's got 14 points. 50.8 seconds left. Second free throw by Cade is good. Russell's lead is 3. Cade stepping up, doing a great job hitting those 2 free throws. Vilonia crossing the timeline with 46 seconds left. Gives it off to Kelly near the top of the key. Left side to Albert, way away from the basket. Guarded by Bo Mathis. They'll set a screen. Albert taking it right side. Shot over Grant. No good. Sikowski with the rebound. He's looking for an outlet. He's going to hand it off to Cade Schaefer. Pass ahead to Trey Allen. Russell has numbers if they want to do something. They'll slow it up. Pass went off to Grant Smith, and now they're making Vilonia chase it, and Cade Schaefer just covered up. He knew they were coming to foul, and he just covered up, did not want to throw the ball away because he was kind of trapped with half court and out of bounds there. Smart play by Cade Schaefer. You know, usually you want to move the basketball, but you also don't want to throw it away. And that'll put Cade on the free throw line to shoot 2 here. And the first free throw is good, and just with that made free throw makes it a 2-possession game here with 21.6 seconds left. Can't stress that enough. He had backcourt behind him. Right to his left was out of bounds. He was trapped, so he just covered up. So the only way you're getting this basketball is to foul me. Second free throw is good. Knocks it down. He's hit his last 4. And Russell's lead is 5. 19 seconds, 18 seconds in the front court. Moran. He's going to shoot a long 3. This one no good. Rebound. Sikowski had it, lost it. Let's see. Vilonia got it back, missed a turnaround jumper. We got a foul called, and I don't know what the foul is.
I don't even know who it's on.
No, he hasn't signaled. And they're going to call it on number 20, Grant Smith. That's number 4 on Grant. Yeah, he took forever he didn't point or anything, so we were waiting for him to walk to the scorer's table. So this is tough. You don't want to be able to score while the clock stopped. 10.5 seconds left. 68-63. Free throw is no good. They called it a shooting foul. We weren't even sure if it was a 1-and-1 because we had to miss the official say underneath. It was 2 shots. Second free throw is good. That actually helps Russell a little bit because we can set up here. And now, okay, the official is a cooler head because he could have called a technical foul there as number 32, Caleb Barrow, reached across the line to touch the ball. You could call a delay game or a technical foul, but he said, hey, it's on me. Inbounds pass comes to Cade Schaefer, and let's see. Now they're going to foul him here with 8.5 left. Russell's up by 4, so no matter what happens, the Cyclones will still be up 2 possessions here. And Coach Pennington's going to pull all his players off the free throw line once again. Doesn't want to get a cheap foul called or anything like that, and Schaefer's going to go to the free throw line. Vilonia has 3 players on the line. They're obviously setting up for something here. Free throw is good, and what they're setting up for is 2 players are coming out of the basketball game. And now they stick in number 25, Graham Middleton, who hasn't played much. He played at the very end of the first half, 6'6" sophomore. 69-64. Russell's lead is 5. 8.5 seconds left. Second free throw is good. Ice water in his veins. They're going to roll it to Moran. Moran across the timeline. He's going to stop, shoot the 3, and it's good. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They use their last timeout with 2.5 to go. They do that just to stop the clock because Russellville, after that made 3, did not have to inbound it at all. So Russellville leads 70-67 with 2.5 seconds to go. Moran knocking down that 3. Well, here, all you have to do is get the ball inbounds, and I'm sure Coach Pennington's saying we still have a timeout to work with.
Right. Yeah, you want to get the ball in. You want to get it in the hands of somebody that's hot on the free throw line. Right now, that's Cade Schaefer. He is doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, Russellville has been excellent from the free throw line here in this second half, and especially in the fourth quarter. We're going to stack up on free throws, but that's because Vilonia's been putting us on the free throw line, but the Cyclone team has responded, knocking down those free throws, and that doesn't happen. You win games like this in practice, shooting those free throws when you're tired, and we get a chance to talk to Coach Pennington next time we do. We're going to bring up the fact about us being a good free throw shooting team, especially late. 2.5 seconds left. Trigger man will be Mathis. He fakes the baseball pass, gets it in bounds to Cade Schaefer, and he's going to be bumped. When 1 second went off the clock, so we got 1.5 seconds left. Cade will walk to the other end. If he makes one, it's darn near impossible for Russellville to lose this game. Not totally impossible, I guess, but barring some kind of weird technical foul or something like that. The foul is going to be called on Landon Hill. Was it on Hill?
Yes.
Yeah, that's his last foul that he can make. He fouls out with 8 points. 1.5 seconds left. Cade Schaefer going to the free throw line to shoot 2. We're in overtime. Russell battled from behind. 2 big free throws by Trey Allen to tie this game with just under a minute to play at 58. First free throw is good. You know, we started this overtime period. Cade Schaefer knocked down a 3, and Russellville has not trailed here in this overtime period, and Coach Simon just put his face in his hand. He realizes, okay, that was it. Second free throw, this one no good. They get the rebound. Russellville Cyclones just standing there. They're going to let them do whatever. They throw it the length of the floor. It hits the top of the backboard. The Cyclones win it by a score of 71-67. What a fantastic finish. Russellville battling back, sending it into overtime, and they win it. We're going to take a 30-second break, John, if we can, and we'll be back with our postgame show. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball on River Country KCJC.
With a little help for State Bank, Nikki Graybill opens Soul to Soul Yoga in downtown Russellville. Every day, she helps people make it flexible, and we make it personal. With the latest online banking, financial products, and convenience you can count on. Every transaction, every interaction, every customer, every day. First State Bank, member FDIC. Stop by and see us, or visit fsbmybank.com.
Welcome back. The Cyclones win it by a score of 71-67. Are you ready? I didn't know if you were ready. Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm going to say, in this overtime, Russellville was 10 of 12 from the free throw line. That's the game. Cade Schaefer, he shot 8 of them and made 7. And as you said, he shot that three-pointer at the start of overtime, put Russellville ahead, and just a great game by Russellville, and everybody involved, all the players did a fantastic job. We did not have one person foul out. We had 1, 2, 3. We had 4 people with 4 fouls, and not one of our players fouled out.
Yeah, and especially the overtime period, Russellville 10 of 12 from the free throw line in the overtime. Think about this, folks. They only made 1 field goal in the overtime period. They started with the overtime period with a three-pointer by Cade Schaefer, and they weren't cold because what they had was they had the lead, and so Vilonia was they were actually fouling us on purpose. And we're switching the camera around because we want to talk to Coach Kyle Pennington. Coach, congratulations on the victory. I got to ask you this. Your guys were 10 of 12 from the free throw line in the overtime period alone. That doesn't happen by chance. You got this team prepared hitting free throws down the stretch.
No doubt. And here's the thing, guys. Y'all keep talking about me, and y'all just need to start talking about our kids. Okay? Here's the deal. We got some winners in that locker room. Okay? And here's what winners do. They go prepare, and when they prepare, they're ready to roll. And we kind of, when we started our second group against BB, we tried to wake them up. Mm-hmm. And then we prepared well for Alma, especially on Monday. And so, we just said, if you'll prepare for 2 days, you're going to get people's best on the road, but we can win this sucker, okay? And so, man, we got some winners in that locker room. So proud of those kids. They battled tonight.
You face a different kind of adversity, not because you had some foul trouble with Sikowski and Grant Smith, eventually Trey Allen in foul trouble. Do you talk to them, or do they play? I mean, how do you tell a kid to play when he's in foul trouble? I mean, what changes?
You just tell them to adjust to the officials. Different officials are going to be different for different games, and so, that was important in this game. They were kind of calling some touchy stuff, and so I said, hey, let's adjust. Ryan, you can't lower that shoulder on that offensive play. You're going to have to play around him, and so we did a great job. So proud of my kids.
One question I have to ask you about, Cade Schaefer earlier this season was struggling a little bit. He's really stepped up and hit threes at opportune times, and tonight 23 points for the young man, and he really did damage. He was 7 of 8 from the free throw line just in the overtime period. He had that big three. What can you say about your point guard?
We knew that Cade was going to be the player that he's showing you now, but we knew it was going to take some time, and there was some times where he struggled a little bit, and I told him, you're going to be fine. Just keep working, and man, has he, and it's paying off for him right now.
Well, congratulations on the overtime victory, Coach.
Thank you so much.
Cyclones remain tied atop the 5A West with the overtime victory here tonight. And you heard Coach, and I'm not going to defy what he says. I'm still going to talk about him because he has done a fantastic job with this team. But I know he's trying to deflect because that's what good coaches do, and that's what he's doing. But my goodness, it seems like somebody, not just a different person each night, but a different person at points in the game step up. Don't forget about Trey Allen hitting those 2 free throws to tie the game. Cade Schaefer hitting that big three to start the overtime period and the free throws. Bowen Mathis had a huge 3 in the fourth quarter. It seems like when somebody needs to step up, it's not always going to be the same person, but it's somebody wearing red and black.
Also, you think about the defense that we played with Mathis and with Allen, both of them taking the ball away from the Vilonia players, intercepting ball. And then you got to go back to Rhino again, getting those rebounds underneath the Vilonia's basket, and then coming down and scoring. That little jump hook was hard to defend. Vilonia just didn't have an answer for it. But you can name player after player after player that contributed to tonight. Franklin did a fantastic job on defense. Yeah, he picked up 4 fouls, but he was there. He was going after rebounds. Just did a good job. It's the quickness and the speed. But I'll have to say for Coach Pennington, he knows which players he wants in there at particular times, and he did a great job coaching the win of in this game tonight.
Vilonia was led by Tyler Moran with 20 points. They had 4 players in double figures. Trey Kelly with 14, 11 for Josh Albert, and 11 for Caleb Barrow. For the Cyclones, they had 4 players themselves in double figures, and in fact, they were the only 4 players who scored in the game. That doesn't mean they were the most important. Caleb Franklin had a huge game even though he didn't score. Fantastic, gave you 4 fouls and some great defense. But Russell was led by Cade Schaefer. Think about this. He only had 7 points at the end of the first half, but he had a 3 in the third, a 3 in the fourth, and a 3 to start the overtime period, and a 7 from 8 from the free throw line in the overtime period alone. He leads the way with 23 points. Ryan Sikowski battled a knee injury early. He battled staying in foul trouble. He never fouled out of the basketball game. He hit some big free throws, 5 of 6 in the fourth quarter and overtime period, and he finishes with 21 points. 17 points for Trey Allen. He was 5 of 6 from the free throw line, had 2 big free throws at the end of the fourth quarter with just under a minute to play to tie the game. 2 big free throws made in the overtime period. And 10 points for Bowen Mathis, who had a couple big threes and one really big one in the fourth quarter. That time gave the Cyclones a lead. They went back and forth in that fourth quarter. Russell played from behind, trailed by as many as 9, I think, 2 different times, but come back to win it behind 4 players in double figures, including Cade Schaefer with 23 points. Well, we hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Russellville Cyclone and Lady Cyclone basketball. Reminding you, our next broadcast will be Tuesday night at Cyclone Arena, as both teams will host Siloam Springs for that home game. Girls game will be on the air a little bit before 6 o'clock, with a tip-off at 6, and the boys will follow. I want to send a very special thank you to John Henderson, our engineer for tonight's broadcast, for helping us all through our problems and keeping us on the air. Thank you so much, John. We really appreciate it. Also want to send a special thank you for joining us and being a part of our Cyclone family and our Cyclone broadcast. Once again, we will remind you of our scores. The Lady Cyclones saw their winning streak stop as they lose to Vilonia 45-35. As for the senior boys, they improved to 12-5 overall, 4-1 in conference play. I don't know if they're going to still be tied for first, but they're not going to be any worse than tied for first as they move to 4-1 in conference play with a 71-67 win in overtime here at Vilonia. For John Henderson and Aaron Duval, I'm Mick Duval, reminding you, if you're out on your bike tonight, as always, do wear white. So long, everybody. I'm sorry. I didn't even know you're standing there. Punch me next time. Yeah, thank you so much. Sorry about that.